Read, remember, repeat.
It's presidential, the outcome evidential. We strive for higher mental. This time, no accidental. We shine because we special. No Kim, Kylie, or Kendall. The others, I ain't forget you. Some stories just isn't mental. I'm loving this instrumental. Ayy, I write no accident.
You already know over here at the Read, Remember, Repeat Studios, we giving y'all the work. Shout outs to the Squeeze Juice Bar. This is my brother, Darius, and I seen him grow. I seen him actually go through trials and tribulations to get where he is now. And I respect that, you know what I mean? Black owned business. As you can see, he got the flavors with the smoothies. He has lunch plates, salads, specials, dinner. As you can see, the Netflix and chill. This is the spot you want to go to in Cortland, New York. 105 Main Street, Cortland, New York, 13045. The Squeeze Juice Bar. At the Squeeze Juice Bar. Christmas giveaways, book bag giveaways, school giveaways. Man, I'm telling you, this is an all-around guy for the community. And like I said, black owned. So shout outs to Darius.
If you listen to those raps, this shit is minimal.
And family, it is an honor for me to promote to you guys the Think and Grow Rich movie, because I'm telling you guys, this right here will change the way you look at things. And this has changed the way millions and millions of people has been looking at things. All you got to do, right, is go to YouTube, right? You go to YouTube and you type up Think and Grow Rich, full movie, and 2021 it should pop up. You should see it. It's probably like the first one there. I'm telling you, man, this is being sad. Hey, man, shout outs to I Am Mastery Academy. That's the academy that's teaching people how to learn and earn on the go, teaching people how to invest and be on the right side of money. Shout outs to Doc Spills and all the educators over there that's teaching people, whether it's levels, colors, harmonics, with simply teaching people how to learn and invest. And you can just match your colors. That's what we learned from day one. So get with me. That's at Read, Remember, Repeat, or at Big MUGGA. Those are my Instagrams. And let's get this money, family. Phenomenal day. Miraculous one to you. Shout outs to everybody that's listening, watching. Know what I mean? We over here chilling at the Read, Remember, Repeat Studios. And you know what we do when we chill. Chilling ain't fun if you ain't, know what I mean, opening up the mind. We on the 4 agreements. Happy New Year's to you guys. If you didn't see the first episode, we are on the 2nd episode of a new book, The 4 Agreements. How positive is that? Where do we leave off? Page 3. Chapter 1. Let's go. These rules no. Let's go. The outside dream has so many rules that when a new human is born, we hook the child's attention and introduce these rules into his or her mind. The outside dream uses mom and dad, the schools, and religion to teach us how to dream. Attention is the ability we have to discriminate and to focus only that which we want to perceive. We can perceive millions of things simultaneously, but using our attention, we can hold whatever we want to perceive in the foreground of our mind. The adults around us hooked our attention and put information into our minds through repetition. That is the way we learned everything we know. By using our attention, we learned a whole reality, a whole dream. We learned how to behave in society, what to believe and what not to believe, what is acceptable and what is not acceptable, what is good and what is bad, what is beautiful and what is ugly, what is right and what is wrong. It was all there already. All that knowledge, all those rules and concepts about how to behave in the world. When you were in school, you sat in a little chair and put your attention on what the teacher was teaching you. When you went to church, you put your attention on what the priest or minister was telling you. It is the same dynamic with mom and dad, brothers and sisters. They were all trying to hook your attention. We also learn to hook the attention of other humans, and we develop a need for attention, which can become very competitive. Children compete for the attention of their parents, their teachers, their friends. Look at me. Look at what I'm doing. Hey, I'm here. The need for attention becomes very strong and continues into adulthood. The outside dream hooks our attention and teaches us what to believe, beginning with the language what we speak. Language is the code for understanding and communication between humans. Every letter, every word in each language is an agreement. We call this a page in a book. The word page is an agreement that we understand. Once we understand the code, our attention is hooked and the energy is transferred from one person to another. It was not your choice to speak English. You didn't choose your religion or your moral values. They were already there before you were born. We never had the opportunity to choose what to believe or what not to believe. We never chose even the smallest of these agreements. We didn't even choose our own name. As children, we didn't have the opportunity to choose our beliefs, but we agreed with the information that was passed to us before the dream of the planet via other humans. The only way to store information is by agreement. The outside dream may hook our attention, but if we don't agree, we don't store that information. As soon as we agree, we believe it, and this is called faith. To have faith is to believe unconditionally.
I don't let myself start a book that I'm not going to finish. You know, when you're reading, you have to be careful that you really are concentrating, particularly if it's a non-fiction book. Are you taking the new knowledge and sort of attaching it to the knowledge you have? And for me, taking notes helps make sure that I'm really thinking hard about what's in there. If I disagree with the book, sometimes it takes a long time to read the book because I'm writing so much in the margin. It's actually kind of frustrating. Oh, please say something I agree with so I can get through to the end of this book. So there's this one, it's a fiction book called Infinite Jest, but I'm trying to decide if I start it or not because I watched the movie The End of the Tour. I loved it. David Foster Wallace comes across as a super interesting, broad thinking person. If the book was like a 200 or 300 page book, there's no doubt as soon as I watch that movie I dive in, but it's quite long and complicated, and you know, I don't want to make an exception. It's my rule to get to the end. Over time I will make the switch, but when I'm just sitting there at night reading often a paper magazine or the book, I'm used to that, and it's ridiculous because I have this whole book bag that goes on my trips with me, and it's voluminous and antiquated. If you're reading books like these, you'd want to be sitting down for an hour at a time, because otherwise just getting your mind around, okay, what was I reading? This is not the kind of thing you can do 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. Magazine articles fit, or short YouTube videos fit into those little slots. And so, you know, every night I'm reading a little over an hour, and so I can take my current book and make some progress.
That was too much sauce. We are back. That's how we learn as children. Children believe everything adults say. We agree with them, and our faith is so strong that the belief system controls our whole dream of life. We didn't choose these beliefs, and we may have rebelled against them, but we were not strong enough to win the rebellion. The result is surrender to the beliefs with our agreement. I call this process the domestication of humans. And through this domestication, we learn how to live and how to dream. In human domestication, the information from the outside dream is conveyed to the inside world dream, creating our whole belief system. First, the child is taught the names of things: mom, dad, milk, bottle, day by day, at home, at school, at church, and from television. We are told how to live, what kind of behavior is acceptable. The outside dream teaches us how to be a human. We have a whole concept of what a woman is and what a man is, and we also learn to judge. We judge ourselves, judge other people, judge the neighbors. Children are domesticated the same way that we domesticate a dog, a cat, or any other animal. In order to teach a dog, we punish the dog and we give it rewards. We train our children whom we love so much the same way that we train any domesticated animal. With a system of punishment and reward, We are told you're a good boy or you're a good girl. When we do what mom and dad wants us to do, when we don't, we are a bad girl or a bad boy. When we went against the rules, we were punished. When we went along with the rules, we got a reward. We were punished many times a day, and we also rewarded many times a day. Soon we became afraid of being punished and also afraid of not receiving the reward. The reward is the attention that we got from our parents or from other people like siblings, teachers, and friends. We soon develop a need to hook other people's attention in order to get the reward. The reward feels good, and we keep doing what others want us to do in order to get the reward. With that fear of being punished and that fear of not getting the reward, we start pretending to be what we are not, just to please others, just to be good enough for someone else. We try to please mom and dad. We try to please the teachers at school. We try to please the church, and so we start acting. We pretend to be what we are not because we are afraid of being rejected. The fear of being rejected becomes the fear of not being good enough. Eventually, we become someone that we are not. We become a copy of mama's beliefs, daddy's beliefs, society's beliefs, and religion's beliefs. All our normal tendencies are lost in the process of domestication. And when we are old enough for our mind to understand, we learn the word no. The adults say, don't do this, and don't do that. We rebel and say no. We rebel because we are defending our freedom. We want to be ourselves, but we are very little. And the adults are big and strong. After a certain time, we are afraid because we know that every time we do something wrong, we are going to be punished. The domestication is so strong that at a certain point in our lives, we no longer need anyone to domesticate us. We don't need mom or dad, the school or the church to domesticate us. We are so well trained that we are our own domesticator. We are an auto-domesticated animal. We can now domesticate ourselves according to the same belief system we were given, and using the same system of punishment and reward. We punish ourselves when we don't follow the rules according to our belief system. We reward ourselves when we are the good boy or good girl. The belief system is like a book of law that rules our mind. Without question, whatever is in that book of law is our truth. We base all of our judgments according to the book of law, even if these judgments go against our inner nature. Even moral laws like the Ten Commandments are programmed into our mind in the process of domestication. One by one, all these agreements go into the book of law, and these agreements rule our dreams. There is something in our minds that judges everybody and everything, including the weather, the dog, the cat, everything. The inner judge uses what is in our book of law to judge everything we do and don't do, everything we think and don't think, and everything we feel and don't feel. Family, we are on page 10, the 4 agreements. Read, remember, repeat. Everybody that's around start to look like a crowd. The best time of the year is here. Christmas is here. Go get you a grateful book. I just put out a book, family. I'm an author, followed with a journal for 365 days of your writing experience. I hope you guys have a grateful experience.
I'm praying all the good for you, but dog, I don't really know what's good for you, but listen to the end of you and don't believe